বসে আছি তার মানে এই ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজটা তো
Assalamu alaikum. This is Swarup Mazumder welcoming you to the English News Bulletin from Bangladesh Television Chattogram Center. Let's begin with the headlines. Number of vaccinated people increases daily while government decides to reduce the age limit to 18 years for corona vaccination. Patronizing the killing of Bangabandhu has become the ideology of BNP, comments Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir as Awami League finalizes programs for August, the month of mourning. It is clear as daylight that Jiaur Rahman was a Pakistani agent in guise of a freedom fighter, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Corona claims 241 in the country, with 16 deaths in Chattogram as global death toll crosses 4.26 million. Attack on the Afghan Defense Minister's house in Kabul leaves 8 dead, with Taliban claiming the responsibility. And Bangladesh chasing the target of 122 runs against Australia in the second T20 of 5-match series at Mirpur. Those were the headlines. Now on to the details. The number of vaccinated people is increasing daily in the country as a total of 1,23,34,479 people have been inoculated so far. The government is bringing corona vaccines from many countries to make 80% or more people vaccinated, while the government has adequate number of corona vaccines at present. Meanwhile, mass vaccination program will start at union level across the country on the 7th of August. 2,11,45,820 doses of corona vaccine reached the country till Tuesday. The government is going to reduce the age limit for corona vaccination to 18 years, who will receive the jabs from the 7th of August. Information and Communication Technology ICT Division has said anyone without having the NID cards can go to the vaccination center with the recommendation letter of the local people's representatives and get vaccinated. However, adults will get priority in case of vaccination without NID. Despite an alarming surge in COVID-19 deaths, people continued to defy restrictions on movement as a higher number of people and vehicles were seen on the streets of Dhaka on the 13th day of the strict lockdown. Rickshaws were seen dominating the roads as the movement of people increased. Like the other days, the alleys remained crowded as many shops other than groceries and pharmacies were operating their businesses. Many had their shutters half closed. However, members of the law enforcement agencies were vigilant to enforce the restrictions. Police were seen checking people's movement and NID cards at different points of the main roads as people coming out without reason were fined and some arrested for violating lockdown rules. Awami League and its associate bodies have finalized programs to observe the month of mourning in a joint meeting at secretary level in the capital today. The meeting decided to observe the birthday of Martyr Sheikh Kamal 5th of August, while the birthday of Martyr Bangomata on 8th. National Mourning Day will be observed on 15th of August. The Awami League and its associate bodies will also observe Serious Bombing Day on the 17th of August and Grenade Attack Day on 21st. The death anniversary of national poet Kazi Nazrul Islam will be observed on the 17th of August. All of the programs will be observed by ensuring health safety guidelines amid coronavirus pandemic.
বঙ্গবন্ধু হত্যাকাণ্ডে জিয়াউর রহমানের জড়িত থাকার কথা স্বীকার করেন। এই জাতিকে আবার নেতৃত্ব করার লক্ষ্যে তারেক রহমানের প্রদত্ত মদতে রাষ্ট্রযন্ত্র ব্যবহার করে 2004 সালে 21শে আগস্ট বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা শেখ হাসিনাকে হত্যার উদ্দেশ্যে নারকীয় গ্রেনেড হামলা চালানো হয়। খুনের রাজনীতি ও খুনিদের পৃষ্ঠপোষকতা করাই বিএনপির দলীয় আদর্শে পরিণত হয়েছে।
Speaking at the meeting, Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir has said the killings on 15th of August were carried out in order to create a vacuum in leadership, recalling the involvement of Tariq Rahman in the August 21st grenade attack in 2004. He said, patronizing of killers is the political ideology of BNP.
7 থেকে 14 আগস্ট সারা দেশে গণটিকা দানের কর্মসূচি পালিত হবে। বাংলাদেশ আওয়ামী লীগের নেতাকর্মীরা নিজেরা টিকা গ্রহণ করবে এবং টিকা গ্রহণে সকলকে উদ্বুদ্ধ করবে।
Awami League President members Begum Motia Chaudhary, Dr. Abdur Razak and Abdur Rahman, Joint General Secretaries Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Dr. Deepu Muni, Dr. Hassan Mahmud and AFM Bahauddin Nasim were present among others at the meeting. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmud has said Ziaur Rahman was an agent of the Pakistanis in the guise of a freedom fighter. It is as clear as daylight that Zia was involved in the killing of Bangabandhu, he added. Dr. Hassan Mahmud said this at a program in the capital today. The program was organized marking the publication of Bangabandhu issue of the magazines Nabarun and Shachitra Bangladesh under the Department of Film and Publication.
জিয়া রহমান যে বঙ্গবন্ধুকে হত্যা করেছিল, হত্যার সাথে যে যুক্ত ছিল, এটা তো কর্নেল ফারুক এবং রশিদ দুজনেই 76 সালে ইউকের একটি টেলিভিশন চ্যানেলের সাথে সাক্ষাৎকার দিয়ে স্বীকার করেছে। আর বঙ্গবন্ধু হত্যাকাণ্ডের পর যদি মোস্তাকের আস্থাভাজনই না হয়, তাহলে জিয়া রহমানকে কেন সেনাপ্রধান করা হলো? বঙ্গবন্ধু হত্যাকাণ্ডের সবচেয়ে বড় বেনিফিশিয়ারি হচ্ছে জিয়া রহমান এবং তার পরিবার। জিয়া রহমান যে বঙ্গবন্ধুকে হত্যা করেছে সেটি দিবালোকের মতো স্পষ্ট, এবং বঙ্গবন্ধু হত্যাকাণ্ডের বিচার তো হয়েছে, সেই বিচারের সাক্ষীদের যে প্রসিডিং সেটা একটু পড়ে দেখবেন। আসামিরা কি জবানবন্দি দিয়েছে সেগুলো রেকর্ডেড। আসামিরা জবানবন্দিতে স্পষ্টভাবে বলেছে কখন কোথায় জিয়া রহমানের সাথে বৈঠক হয়েছে, জিয়া রহমান কী বলেছে, কিভাবে সম্মতি দিয়েছে, এগুলো সবগুলো এই বঙ্গবন্ধু হত্যাকাণ্ডের বিচারের সময় আর সাক্ষী এবং আসামিরা স্বীকার করেছে। আমি মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেবকে বলবো যে এই ধরনের জঘন্য মিথ্যাচার পরিহার করে বঙ্গবন্ধু হত্যাকাণ্ডের বিচারের প্রসিডিংটা পড়ার জন্য অনুরোধ জানাবো।
Responding to a query from the journalists, the minister said the government has not taken any decision that unvaccinated people aged over 18 has to face difficulties when they go out of their homes.
অনলাইনে হয়েছে, মূলত বেশিরভাগ অনলাইনে সংযুক্ত ছিলেন। সরকারের কোনো এই ধরনের সিদ্ধান্ত হয়নি যে 18 বছরের বেশি বয়স্ক কেউ বের হলে শাস্তিযোগ্য অপরাধ হবে, সেই ধরনের সিদ্ধান্ত হয়নি। বরং সিদ্ধান্ত যেটি হয়েছে, মাস্ক পরার উপর জোর দেওয়া হয়েছে এবং একই সাথে স্বাস্থ্যবিধি যাতে সবাই মানে সেটির উপর জোর দেওয়া হয়েছে।
Later, Dr. Hassan Mahmud held a meeting with the heads of different organizations under the Ministry of Information. State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Dr. Murad Hassan and Secretary of the Ministry Mohammad Muqbul Hussain were present on the occasion. 241 COVID-19 patients died in the country, taking the death toll from the pandemic to 21,638. The recovery count rose to 11,41,157 after another 16,112 recovered during the period. The tally of the infections rose to 13,09,910, with 13,817 new cases being confirmed. Today, the detection rate was 27.91% in contrast to the sample tested. Meanwhile, 16 persons died from coronavirus in Chattogram during the last 24 hours, taking the number of death toll to 1,010. more 1,285 persons have been found infected with coronavirus after testing 3,679 samples. With this, total number of corona patients in Chattogram has stood at 86,429. Now, international news. COVID-19 global death toll crossed 42,63,000 and total corona case tally rose to 20,484,000. The United States, the worst corona-affected country in the world, has now over 3,651,000 confirmed cases and more than 6,30,000 deaths. The death toll in India climbed to over 4,25,000 and the total tally of COVID-19 cases is more than 3,17,69,000. An audacious attack on the Afghan Defense Minister's house in Kabul has left at least 8 dead. The minister Bismillah Khan Mohammadi was not at home on Tuesday night as gunmen detonated a car bomb and fired shots near the heavily fortified green zone. Officials said his family was evacuated and 4 of the gunmen killed, while the Taliban claimed the attack. The group also warned of more attacks against government leaders as fighting rages in other cities after foreign troops left the country. Back to national news. Chattogram Hill Tracts Affairs Minister Bir Bahadur Shoy Singh has visited various flood-prone points of the Matamohuri River in Lama Upazila of Bandarban. The minister talked with the local people and directed them to take measures to stop river erosion on an urgent basis and protect houses and croplands. Deputy Commissioner Yasmin Pravin Tibriji, Mayor of Lama Municipality, Johirul Islam and other officials including Executive Engineer of Water Development Board were present on the occasion. Earlier, the minister distributed corrugated iron, cash and food aid to the families affected by the recent floods at the Lama Municipal Bus Terminal area. Chattogram City Corporation has started a special 30-day crash program to eradicate mosquitoes in Chattogram. City Mayor inaugurated the program at the Biplab Uddan of the city. The mayor said dengue and chikungunya patients have been found in the city. Researchers at Chattogram University found dengue larvae at 57 spots and identified 15 places as high risk for dengue, he added. The crash program for mosquito eradication in the city will continue till September as the outbreak of dengue and chikungunya persist till then. Larvicide and adulticide are also being sprayed in 4 wards of the city every day under the program to destroy mosquito larvae. Now news on sports. Cricket. Host Bangladesh is batting against Australia, chasing a target of 122 in the second T20 of the 5-match series at Mirpur. Bangladesh scored 74 runs, losing 5 wickets in 12 overs when the report loss came in. Earlier, Australia scored 121 runs in 7 wickets. Mitchell Marsh scored highest 45 runs for Australia and Mustafizur Rahman took 3 wickets for the Tigers. Olympics. China is leading the table, winning 32 gold, 22 silver and 16 bronze medals, with a total of 70 medals on the 12th day of the Tokyo Olympics. The United States has won 25 gold, 31 silver and 23 bronze, including 79 medals, holding the second position. Japan is at the third position with 40 medals, including 21 gold, 7 silver and 12 bronze medals. Meanwhile, Canada's Andre de Grasse won gold in one of the most anticipated events of Olympics, men's 200 meter, with a time of 19.62 seconds. Sydney McLaughlin won women's 400-meter hurdles to claim the first U.S. sprint hurdles gold of the Tokyo Olympics, setting a new world record by finishing in 51.46 seconds. Now weather news. Sky will remain partly cloudy to temporary overcast, and light to moderate rain accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at many places over the area of Chattogram and neighborhood till 6 p.m. tomorrow. Bulletin Meteorology says night and day temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the area. The highest temperature in the city today was 31.9 degrees Celsius, which is 0.8 degrees Celsius above the normal temperature, and the lowest temperature was 26.0 degrees Celsius, which is 0.9 degrees Celsius above the normal temperature. In Chattogram, tomorrow the sun will rise at 5:26 a.m. and will set at 6:31 p.m. Now the tide schedule of Konofulu River tomorrow. First high tide will start at 5:10 a.m. First low tide will start at 11:16 a.m. Second high tide will start at 6:01 p.m. and second low tide will start at 11:46 p.m. That's all from the newsroom. To end the news bulletin, a recap of the headlines. Number of vaccinated people increases daily, while government decides to reduce the age limit to 18 years for corona vaccination. Patronizing the killing of Bangabandhu has become the ideology of BNP, comments Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir as Awami League finalizes programs for August, the month of mourning. It is clear as daylight that Ziaur Rahman was a Pakistani agent in guise of a freedom fighter, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Corona claims 241 in the country, with 16 deaths in Chattogram as global death toll crosses 4.26 million. Attack on the Afghan Defense Minister's house in Kabul leaves 8 dead, with Taliban claiming the responsibility. And Bangladesh chasing the target of 122 runs against Australia in the second T20 of 5-match series at Mirpur. Thanks to all for being with us. We invite you to watch our tomorrow's bulletin at the same time. Maintain the health rules and stay safe. Khuda Hafiz.